Today, I'm checking White Sands National Park off the bucket list by hitting the iconic Dune Drive and hiking the Gypsum Hills. But balancing a full-time remote job while doing truck life in my 5th-gen 4Runner means managing everyday logistics. Before I even arrived, a 105-degree heat wave completely overwhelmed my off-grid solar power setup, forcing a total reset. This is the reality of running a mobile base camp on a tight schedule. I'm Kristen, and this is Unstoppable Outside. So in Scottsdale, we had a little bit of a snafu with my cooler. I believe I had too much stuff around the cooler, so it wasn't venting very well. And I believe that it just started to have to completely just stay on all the time, drawing down the power, and it was just too hot for both the Jackery and the cooler back there. And so on Friday, when I reloaded my truck from working in Scottsdale for the week, the cooler was off and the Jackery was at 1%. So pretty much everything in my cooler that was perishable was spoiled. As a precaution, I just tossed it all out. So just went to Walmart and restocked up on some of my basics. So salad, lunch meat,
my favorite.
Cheese, chicken, some hot dog bites, so that I can make my food on the go, and I found my Chipotle dressing, which made me happy because that was definitely harder to track down. So that was frustrating, especially after the whole trip snafu, but fortunately not as expensive as replacing all of the bits in the front of your vehicle. So now we are going to keep heading towards White Sands National Park, and I'm going to stop at a travel center that has showers and laundry here on the way and get cleaned up before we head into the park.
Take exit 102.
Alright, here is our exit for shower time. Okay, all my clothes, towel and everything out of here, and then we're gonna go inside. Okay, just plugged my solar panel in. I got input of 70. The fridge is drawing 46-ish, so hopefully we'll be all right. 77%. And it doesn't get too hot in here. I'm gonna crack the windows just because there is a nice breeze coming through, and also cut up my sunscreen. In the shower, it's very noisy here, but it's gonna feel so good. And then I have laundry over on the other side. I've got to figure out an app for that, but I gotta get out of these dirty clothes first. Oh, so much better. Well, I'm not doing laundry. The other ones are full, and this is out of order. Well, at least I'm clean. I'll find another place to do laundry. I'm not desperate yet, so we're gonna hit the road. It's hour and a half, 2 hours to White Sands from here. And yeah, let's go have some fun now. One mile, White Sands National Park. It is very windy and the White Sands are blowing off the dunes right now, so we'll see how that goes. It's going to be a little interesting. It is time to do the Dune Drive. It's a 15 or 16 mile out and back with a little bit of a loop, and then at the end is the 5 mile Alkali Flats hiking loop that we'll see if we'll see how the weather feels. It is 90 degrees with gusts up to 30 miles an hour. Protect ourselves with our layers, and then turn around if I don't like it. But for now, I'm going to stay in the air conditioning and do this little drive. It's so wild. I feel like I'm driving on snow or ice because everything truly is so wide out here, and the kids are out here with their sleds, like falling down the slopes. It's super fun. What a different experience, or alternate experience, the sand versus snow. Alright, this is the Alkali Flats trail. It's a 5-mile loop. The weather is a little intense. I had to put pants on because that sand is pelting. Sand is still getting up under my sunglasses. I even wore my bigger one to try to keep the sand out of my eyes. Woo! Gotta plunge that down that slope. Very fascinating little pieces of rock that are still being broken down. It's really pretty. I think we're good. I want to go back out to the nature trails. There's these really cool like white flowers that grow out here, and I haven't seen any out here. That tree or bush, super rad. Like it's all the roots have created a little sand mountain there that's holding on. And I love the mountain range behind. It's such a nice contrast. All right, so it is almost 7 and it's 30 minutes to a dispersed campsite. It does appear that the cell phone service is pretty limited, so just one bar. So this is going to be a true test of my Starlink tomorrow because I have a full day of work. So I'm going to head over there, still have the light, get some nice sunset dinner and get set up for the night and be ready to work in the morning. Also, definitely gotta wet wipe myself down because all of that sand, I just feel so grimy. So that's unfortunate because I was so clean just a little bit ago, but oh well. I think I found a good spot, pretty flat, there's a little campfire in. Just gonna pull forward and check out this situation a little bit more. Yeah, doesn't go through, so no one should be coming in this way. I am gonna back out. I always like to be parked so that I can pull out forward in case something's sketchy. Got a quick exit, no one can come in. Time to get the back set up to sleep in the truck again. I'm going to put the seats down. This top platform flips, and then the air mattress and bedding is already ready to go from when I was already sleeping in here just a few days ago. So let's get it done. From my lessons in Tucson, I need to make sure that this has space to vent even that's too hot right there with my paper towels. So since it is so warm and there's flies, we are going to lower this window and use my Luno bug screen so that we have some air going through, and then I'll be putting the bug screen in the windows here. Ventilation, no bugs. I think we're gonna have a pretty epic sunset too. Trying to get everything ready to go so I can just eat dinner and watch it. So hurry up. It's time for dinner and then video editing so I can get another episode out to you all. And Oh, I need to wash my face. It is super salty, sandy from being out at the white sands. Bon appetit. Warm in here, I'm not gonna lie. But now, time to stay cool and do some video editing. Good morning. Well, didn't get as much sleep as I'd like. It's 6 o'clock and I'm wide awake, but I think that means it's time for coffee. And I have an AeroPress that one of my Ragnar teammates gave me, so let's see how it works and have some good strong coffee this morning. Okay, I'm gonna chew. So ourselves some coffee. Not bad. I did not get the water hot enough, but it still tastes good and it's not burning me. So this is the Dog Canyon Dispersed camping area, and it is BLM land that you can stay for free for up to 14 days. And it is located just 15 minutes from Alamogordo. So you've got all your amenities in town. It's 30 minutes to White Sands National Park, and it's an hour and 20 minutes down to El Paso. So a lot of good options around here. And then it's also 3 to 3.5 hours to Guadalupe National Parks and Carlsbad Canyon, where I'll be moving on to next as well. It is starting to warm up. I'm going to cover up all the windows on the east side of the vehicle where the sun's coming in right now to try to reduce the amount of sun coming in and heat. And if that doesn't work out, if it gets too hot, because it is supposed to be up in the high 80s and 90s today, we'll head into Alamogordo or push on to El Paso during one of my breaks between calls. Since we're also sitting stationary for a minute, I'm also going to pull out my other solar panels and point those at the sun, because right now it's going to take a minute for it to get overhead to get to my roof solar panels in order to stay on top of the usage for my laptops and whatnot this morning. Even small adjustments like getting it off the ground and facing the sun increase the wattage that are coming in by like 10. So it was closer to 40 watts coming in, and now with moving it up here, even though it's a little precarious, I'm now closer to 50. So we'll see how long that lasts before the wind blows it over, and then we'll adjust. Well, it's not even 9 o'clock yet, and it is getting warm in here, and the flies are very annoying, and my stomach doesn't feel amazing. I am going to drive into Alamogordo. There is a Starbucks there about 20 minutes away, and I think that would be best for my situation right now, especially for how my stomach feels. I don't know if just something didn't sit very well with my breakfast wrap, or maybe too much caffeine, but yeah. All right, well, we're gonna go find some air conditioning, no flies, and a toilet. All right, ready to go.
Continue for 3 miles. Turn right, then your destination will be on the left.
Alright, it's a little after 2. I've got an hour break. I'm going to drive 35 minutes up the mountain, get some lunch, and then do the rest of my calls there. And then 3 hours on to Carlsbad Caverns. But let's check out what the Jackery's been doing. Yeah, was at 57 or 58%. Now it's at 64. So the solar panel is doing a great job. We must be up at elevation because it is only 64 degrees up here. I might need a jacket. Thanks for joining me this week through all the trials and tribulations of living out of a 4Runner on the road when it's already getting hot in spring. Until next time, stay safe, stay unstoppable, and I'll see you outside.